Hi guys, so my content today is literally about GBV because the BBC reported on the fact that our president has officially regarded gender-based violence as a national disaster, and the fact that the world is going to know kunginikeza ithemba lokho ngoba we've been fighting this fight for years as females. Cabanga ukuthi as women in South Africa, all of us know at least one girl that's been raped in her life. All of us know at least one girl that has been um, physically abused in her life. All of us know one girl who, you know what I'm saying? Like, we all know one girl who something was done to her that was wrong by a man. And it's gotten to the point where something has to give because it's not normal. Sorry, guys. It's not normal for our statistics to say Uguti, this country has the highest um, percentage of femicide in the world. That's not normal. It's not normal, Uguti. It's as if like it's been normalized. Gender-based violence has been normalized, and having women rally up and support one another, because women don't necessarily like each other, but the fact that we are coming together for a common cause shows you which this is a cause for concern, because women usually protect men, but it's like the same men we protect are the same men killing us. So something has to give, and for me it's like I feel like men do it because number one, oh my and men are very entitled. Men are like South African men are so entitled, you know, in the sense yokuthi bakhula in culture, bazi ukuthi um a man's word is the last word. But inkinga ukuthi asahlali lezo y'khathi anymore. A man's word is going to be questioned manje, because now that we have the same opportunities that they have, we have equal opportunities, we can now do the same thing they can do. So we're on an equal footing. So for the first time in history, um, they feel like they secretly compete with women, in order for their egos to be to be soothed, they need to have someone under them. And because women are not physically as strong as them, they take that as EE, they take that as a doorway to show their power. Because women are not physically strong as men, they take that as a way to show their power. Because now we are smart enough to sikwazi put our foot down, and we don't stand for their bullish anymore. And because their mothers and their grandmothers never stood their grounds to their fathers and their grandfathers, they're very angry at us. We have the right to do that now. And it's as if, to some level, on a subconscious level, men are angry and they hate women as a people. So any little thing we do, we are challenging them. And because we can challenge them in every other aspect, but they use spaghetti to put us in our place. And that's very unfair. If men are more logical than women and women are more emotional, get a show on superiority is based on their logic and we are more emotional. Why can't they logically put us in our place? Logically speaking, why fanele basebenzisa isibhakela and basically use violence, incite violence to show their dominance over us? That leads me to believe ukuthi kahle kahle patriarchy was created by evil people to put abantu down, not necessarily because it was created ukuthi for each side to basically benefit. It feels like it was created to only benefit the man, and the man sees ukuthi he's not benefiting anymore. So now the only way for him to benefit from us without us challenging his authority, because then he needs to get away with anything, he needs to do anything because he has a penis. They need to basically use violence and abuse to put us in our place. And I am so glad ukuthi, even if, let's say, down the line, sihambe sikhohle, I'm so glad ukuthi the conversation is happening, and I'm so glad ukuthi protests are happening, because even when women couldn't vote, kwaqala ngalokhu, kwaqala ngama-protests. Even when women could not get jobs, could not get divorces, kwaqala ngalokho, kwaqala ngama-protests. So this gives me hope ukuthi when the next coming generation won't have to deal with the pain and just the pain that we go through as females, because it's a lot. It really is a lot. And even the guys that are aware, somehow, somewhere, they have been offenders. Somehow, some in order for a man to get to where he is, I promise you, there was a woman that he was. There's a woman that helped carve who he is. It's either he took from her forcefully, not like took from her forcefully in the sense that he drained the energy out of her so he can be confident and have all of this ego and all of those things. It's either he literally drained the energy out of her, or he kept her around as a placeholder to help satisfy all of his primary needs while he goes out there and like becomes a man and then he discards her and gets another woman who's more worthy as far as he's concerned. I don't know if that makes sense, but my point is this: men have been getting away with treating women terribly for years, and it gives me hope ukuthi if something is being done about it and we're holding each other's hands as women, and we're like, yo, these people are good, like these people are killing our souls, our hearts, our minds, and our bodies. And on top of that, they have the audacity to like rape. That is crazy. What do they want? Like what exactly did we do to these people? I'm glad that they're being held accountable. I'm glad we will see something is being done. Mina Majis Fusosa, my hope is that as influencers, as content creators, as just people, we never get tired. You know, we never get tired. Because sometimes if a cause is too big, we go all out for little cuts. And then once that march is over, we continue with our lives without really getting to the point where we figure out the solution. You know, we march sishi is in and we need a solution. What is the solution? What is the solution? Because we need a solution. What do you guys think? Tell me in the comment section. If you agree with me, please do press like and subscribe. But if you don't agree with me, please tell me why in the comment section. But yeah, ultimately, I feel like femicide and gender-based violence comes from entitlement, and it comes from the audacity, and it comes from the mothers that protect these said men. Because if they were being held accountable from a young age, this would not be the case. Like, men are never held accountable. You know how in high school you have like I know how like women will literally take women like core girls, put them at the court and advise them on how they navigate life. They don't do the same for boys. Boys need to also be taught how to be men. You know, because I feel like so many boys are directionless. They come from single parent households where the mom is the one that's raising the boy instead of the dad. And moms have this thing of like spoiling their boy children. You know, they have this thing of spoiling their boy children, and they don't hold them accountable. They put them on the pedestal, and then when these boys go out in the world, they come with the most entitled attitude towards women, and they expect us to basically look the other way like their mothers, and we're not your moms. We require better. And I'm so glad that something is being done and they're standing up, because something needs to give. Like, we can't always, every year, there can't always be a woman or 3 women or 5 women cases that are related to GBV or femicide being broadcasted, and we just sit around as if nothing is happening. It's a real problem. I don't want to get started on sex trafficking. I don't want to get started there. Allegedly.